best battler in D2, they said. You'll get promoted for sure, they said. Tangrowth is good, they said. What's going on, everybody? My name is Monatui, coach of the Tampa Bay Luxrays, and today I'm bringing you guys my week, well, not a week, but my PPL Division 2 end of the season recap, as well as a little bit of information at the end. But for the main point of this video is going to be the PPL season that had just occurred, the one I participated in D1, D2 rather. So yeah, I'm basically just going to be talking about the season. We're going to start off with where we finished. As you guys can see here on our league table for Division 2, we ended in 6th place, which definitely was not as high as I expected, but mostly not as high as I wanted. I really wanted to strive for that #1 spot, and we didn't really come close. But if you look at the table, even though we are the last team to have a positive record, like 6-5, we have the 3rd highest differential. Like, we never had bad losses. I feel like we were pretty consistent most of the season. We just had a few bad games. Not a few bad games, but we had tough, close games in the games that we lost. So yeah, I don't know if you guys watched my entire season, but essentially if we beat Trav in our last game, we would have been at 3rd place, and we would have played Ryquin instead of Trav. I will be spoiling the result for that match, so if you haven't seen that, please check it out from Ryquin's perspective, or Trav's if his is up yet. But yeah, basically for the last match of the season, Trav and I were fighting for 3rd place. Trav won. Brilliant Kabalion set. He pressured me just enough with his Darmanitan to the point where he got me to sack things that I needed, or he needed me to sack, so that he could clean up with his Air Balloon Rock Polish Kabalion, and my Excadrill couldn't sweeten, it sucks. But there was that. I'm gonna go over now the MVP race real quick. As you guys can see, Kabalion, unfortunately, reached the #1 spot with Manaphy following pretty close behind it, 17-7, not bad at all. And then we have Excadrill at the #4 spot. Garchomp pushing its way to 3rd place. That's pretty cool. Good job, Eric. And then after that, we have Mega Aerodactyl at #10. Having 3 of our Pokemon in the top 10, that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, these are really the only things that performed super well numbers-wise on our team, because I will go over to each individual Pokemon. Manaphy, Clean Chop, Excadrill did great, Mega Aerodactyl did fantastic, and then everyone else is kind of in the negatives. Now, this does not mean that the rest of these Pokemon were dead weight or anything like that. They contributed to the best of their abilities, and they contributed pretty well as well. Other than Hariyama and Tangrowth, because Tangrowth is a piece of shit, and Hariyama I don't think I used super well, and the times I was about to use it well, I was kind of counter-teamed against it, I guess. Like, I was bringing Tailwind against Troy, and then he brought Trick Room, and that doesn't work. But anyway, yeah, other than that, like, Togetic, it went 1-4, but it gained me momentum beautifully. Like, things like Shaman, it baton passed out, gained me momentum. Really just anything. Like, even if it had a super effective hit, it just took the hit, baton passed out, and did something threatening like Manaphy, Excadrill, Mega Aerodactyl, and then my opponent had a hard time switching into it. Uxie was a good hazard setter. Good. Also get good with the U-turn, same with Helios. Helios gave me U-turn quite in a few matches, particularly against E-Storm and against Wong. Alakazam was given to me, or was traded to me with a negative differential already, but it still put in its fair share of work, especially, again, in the match against E-Storm when it encored that Suicune. And then Tangrowth is a piece of garbage. So, basically, everything in our team did about what it was supposed to do, other than the Hariyama and the Tangrowth. The Hariyama, my fault. Tangrowth, I've been over. Not my fault. I can't take care of it anymore. It's not my problem. Anyway, we're going to be moving on to the scores of the matches real quick. We started out the season amazingly. First 2 matches were +10 differential, 5-0, 5-0 win, back-to-back. Felt great, felt like I was on top of the world. And then the match with Chi happens, and the game basically tells me to suck a dick, because I'm in with my Mega Aerodactyl, and he's in with Venusaur. And if you crit Mega Venusaur with a Giga Drain, or if you crit Mega Aerodactyl with a Mega Venusaur's Giga Drain, especially an offensive one like G brought, it's gonna die. So that was unfortunate. Like, I even made the right play. Like, he's gonna Sludge Bomb. Let's go into my offensive check to this thing, and yeah. But it's Pokemon. It happens. Next match versus the Southampton Seasels and Jordan. It's kind of hard to explain how this one went. Well, it was my fault entirely that I lost, because I absolutely should have won that match if I just held on to Manaphy. I could have switched into anything else to deal with +1 Sylveon. But, like I said in that video, I was kind of like, had to let go of somebody at that exact moment that was a part of my life for a while. Like, I was literally, like, on the phone with her as the match was happening. Not good timing, but, you know, what can you do? So that's the match I should have won. Didn't, because I'm an idiot. Then we come back, beat the Glass City Eco score. That felt good. Just Excadrill doing its thing. And we got the match against Troy, and that was an amazing, amazing match. If you haven't watched that, I suggest you watch that, because it was intense. I lost, but it was probably one of my favorite matches to play this season, aside from Chaos, just because it was down to the wire at the very end. He thought he had won the game by clicking Sucker Punch, because he didn't expect my Excadrill to be able to do anything, but it actually had Sleep Talk for his Amoonguss, which he didn't even bring. Had I had Substitute, I would have won that game, but neither here nor there. Again, amazing match. Then we had the Melbourne Victory Stars, also a very good match. I missed an Iron Tail that would have probably sealed the deal for that match, but I missed, and then he heal-belled, and then Altaria broke my Alakazam's Focus Sash, but it's okay, because I crit him at the end with a Scald for Manaphy, so that kind of worked out. That crit, by the way, that crit Scald was the only hacks I got this season that mattered at all. Well, I guess there's the one against Chi that prevented me from getting 6-0'd, but in the whole scheme of things, that didn't really matter that much, because I still lost. But that was the only hacks I got the entire season that mattered at all. It did matter a lot, but I mean, I also missed an Iron Tail that likely would have won me the game, so I'm not gonna complain too much about it. And then after that, Eric, Chicago Cub Shoes, Tanger getting frozen, and then Manaphy getting paralyzed 2 or 3 times in a row. That was fun. I don't want to talk about it. But then we come back, and then we 6-0 Kelly with Manaphy. That was fun. That was a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie. But then after that, the match against Chaos. And that was one of the best matches I've ever played. I seriously suggest you guys go back and watch that match, because that was phenomenal. I'm not going to spoil too much about it, but it was probably the best comeback I've ever made, and honestly one of the best matches that I have ever played, especially in League format. And then after that, all came down to the last match. Trav and I duking it out for 3rd place, and Trav won. He brought a brilliant Cobalion set. He was able to pressure me with Darmanitan, and he was able to take the victory. And if you guys didn't watch Raiquin's perspective, in the relegation promotion match, Trav did win, and he has earned his spot into Division 1, so congratulations, Trav. Which means we get to face Raiquin in Division 2, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Congratulations, Trav. Let's see, what else should I go over? I don't have too much of a plan for this. I guess I'll talk about what went wrong and what went right and stuff. So, what went wrong? Luck was definitely not on our side. I didn't do the math exactly, but I think we had, for the number of Scalds I went for this season, I think it was like a 12-to-1 chance to get a burn, or like a 1 in 12 chance to get a burn. I got legitimately, I think, 1 Scald burn this entire season. 1 or 2. And that was against the match against Kelly, where I clicked Scald like 20 times, so there was that. I lost a lot of coin tosses, I feel like. Not that that's like a super huge thing to complain about, but Mega Sableye versus my Togetic, I had minimum speed Togetic, so I could slowly baton pass out. Won a speed tie, unfortunately, there, and my Manaphy had to take a knockoff. Well, didn't have to. I probably shouldn't have sacked my Manaphy there, but I didn't want him to start setting up if he was to set up Sableye, but lost the coin toss against Troy. Granted, that was probably in his favor because he has, you know, he just clicks sub at any point, and you know, any point that I don't go for an attack, he clicks sub or clicks Night Slash and wins. But you know, that still was a coin toss. Let's see what else. I think that's about it, honestly. Some people did some things that I didn't expect. Like I switched. I remember week 4. It was Jordan's Floatzel versus my Tangrowth, and I was a physically defensive Tangrowth, and he just switched it in. I was a little bit above 50%. I was confused at first, but I was like, okay, might be running Life Orb Ice Beam like he did in previous weeks, but he had Ice Punch, and I don't know why he went with Floatzel for that, because I just knocked it out with Giga Drain afterwards, but worked out for him because he won. Yeah, that's really all I got to say about that. We got hacked a lot, lost some coin tosses. That girl's a bitch, and I mean, there's still plenty of fault that lies onto me. My team, I think, was phenomenal that I drafted. I changed it around a little bit too much. Like, I think I should have just stopped after the Drapion trade. Like, Sneasel was fine. I didn't need Alakazam, and Sneasel would have helped a lot, as well as Chandelure toward the end of the season. I don't think Alakazam was worth it, but still put in a decent amount of work. There was that. I think my execution was a little bit off during the season. Like versus Eric, even though I got axed out of it, I still had a chance at the end to win, and that I just kind of threw away just by not clicking rest when I should have, because then Mach Punch from Hitmonchan knocked it out. Again, that wouldn't have been a dilemma if Tangrowth was still around, but still my fault at the end of the day, because I did have a chance to win. I don't know how big the chance was, but still a chance. Honestly, I think that's really all I got to say about the PPL. We're definitely coming back next season for Division 2. I already got like 2 draft plans picked out. Well, I got 2 draft plans made. Probably going to make more because I love those things. And look out for the NPL minors that I'm going to be doing in the PPL offseason. I'm probably not going to upload too many of those matches, only the ones that I think are very good matches. Probably not going to upload like a team analysis or anything, but I will go over them like in the matches that I do upload. So that's going to be pretty cool. I got a Megaladius, that's fun. But yeah, that's about it. Let's see, how long have we been going for? 13 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up there, honestly. There wasn't too much to go over, I guess. Okay, sorry about that. A couple updates. I think I'll go for one. I am officially a eligible GBA, so I do caps specific, so you're not already go check that out. I have a new microphone. I'm not using it now, but I do have a new microphone. Go check that out. Go check out after this digital microphone. That's about it. I hope you guys are looking forward to next season, and I hope you guys are looking forward to the Shield on Community match, because that should be going up relatively soon. We're going to pick in Shroom and Troy. That's going to be fun. I don't know the result as of now. I don't think I will until it's actually made public, so hope you guys are looking forward to that, and I think I'm just going to wrap up the video. I don't have too much to talk about. I got unlucky. I didn't play as best as I could sometimes. That's about it. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.